In this video I'm going to show you how to create a set of construction documents. In this example here we've got a sheet already loaded up. The next stage I'll show you how to add new sheets. But for this one we're going to enter in our project information. As you can see here, the title block doesn't have a lot of information on there. So what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll add in the project details first. So from here we need to go up to the Manage tab, and then we need to go across to project information. This box will pop up, and then what we need to do is we're going to enter in some details in this area here. So client name in this example, we're just going to enter some details here. So we've entered in the client name, the project name and the project number. And as we click OK, you'll see these populate on the title block. Okay. Now, as you can see in this example, our text seems to be way too big for the space allocated on this drawing. So we just highlight, we can see that this is an AO drawing, as we can see. We can, if we wanted to, swap it over and change it to an A1 drawing. But what that will mean is that our drawings that we've got on, we've got less space. So it depends on what the requirements are, what the architect has asked you to create your drawing set at, whether it be A1 or A0. We're going to go back to A0 in this example. So as you can see, our text is still slightly too big. So to fix that up, what we need to do is we need to fix the text up in the actual template itself. So if we highlight what we've got here, the title sheet, and click on Edit Family, and that takes us to it's like an XREF in a CAD. So what we need to do is just click on each of these and change the label size from 13mm down to 8mm. And then load into project. We don't want to save it because that will save the master sheet. If we find that this is what we want, then we can save it for future reference, saves having to do it each time. Load into project, and it says that this family already exists and we want to overwrite it with its new parameter values. And as you can see, it's a much better fit of the text in there now. What we'll need to do here is the drawn by. This particular tab, if we just click on it, we clicked on it once to highlight it, and a second time. This is where you put your initials in. The date, leave the date as it is, and the same with checker. What should happen is the date will automatically update depending on the parameters that's used, but for now you just need to put in the drawn by. And that's just adding in the parameters for the project. Now if we look at over here in the project browser, you can see which sheets have already been created in this particular example. So if we click on the next one down, and open it up, you can see that these items are already there because we did a project information, so that repeats on all the drawings. But what doesn't change is this drawn by. So you'd need to update your initials on each drawing because this is a drawing based parameter, not a project based parameter. So all you need to do now is go through any of the other drawings sheets that you've got set up and make sure that the information is correct. Right, in this next part I'm going to show you about adding new sheets. So you've got this example where you've already got some sheets there, but you find that you need more sheets to do. So we need to go to View and then go across here, click on Sheet, and it will ask you what do you want, what size sheet do you want, because obviously there's two types in this example. So we're going to continue with A0 metric and click on OK. It gives us a blank sheet, but as you can see the project information is already assigned, but you're going to need to update the drawn order. Now for this example, what we're going to do is it's automatically gave us a number, so we need to correct this information by looking in the properties here. Now we can either click on here and say rename, right click and rename, and that gives us both the sheet number and the name. Or we could have just entered it straight within the properties here. As you can see, sheet number there and sheet name there, and our drawing's been updated. Now there is another way of adding a sheet in rather than going up to View and Sheet across the top, is we can just go over to the project browser and right click on Sheets and click on New Sheet, and it gives us the same information. In this next part I'm going to show you how to set up and add views to your sheet. So you've got a sheet like this cover sheet. What we're going to do, we're going to do one on for electrical drawing. So again, we'll create a new sheet. As you can see, it's updated the number based on the last one, but we're going to change that. Okay, so this is a sheet that we want to put some items in place. So as we've seen that it's a second floor lighting plan, so let's go over to the electrical, lighting, reflective ceiling plans, number 2. Now if we were to stick all of this on our sheet, let's just show you this example. If we were to just grab this and bring it across, you can see that it fills up pretty much all of the area. But in this particular sheet, even though it's second floor lighting plan, we might just want to be showing this one north wing here and this southern wing here with some details. So there's two ways we can do this. We can either crop this view down, and to do that you need to go back to your view here and use the crop command. And then you can tighten up our drawing, and if we go back you can see that this is our drawing. Now this is the title that comes in with this view, and we can change the title with no line, title with line, or different other references that we want. So I'm going to use title with no line, and then we can move that accordingly and position that. Now if we go back to our lighting drawing and say we want an example of this at a greater scale, this particular room, well let's choose this room here. What we're going to do is we're going to create a call out, rectangular, there, and I'm going to click on this. We're going to change this at 1 to 25, and there's our new sheet here, and we want to bring that into here. So we've now got this particular area at a greater scale, and as we can see, it's now populated this information on the call out to say it's view number 2 on this drawing. And you would just go along and create your views as much as you need, your sheets as many as you need, you know, 1 per floor, 2 per floor, depending on the size of your building, and populate and put in the relevant information. If you can, it's best to put the call outs when you have something like this on the same sheet, but it doesn't matter if it's not. If you need to have a separate sheet with 6 different call outs, then you'll just have a dedicated sheet just for call outs. This information will automatically populate accordingly. So it will tell us this view is on a different sheet number if it is on a different sheet number. And that's it. Even if you have a 3D view, such as this, and if we switch off the building because you want to see just the actual pipework, and then we crop it down because we want to tighten that up. Now I'm just going to stick this on this drawing, but I can show you. In fact, what we'll do is we'll go back and change the scale of that 1 to 200. So as you can see, you can put numerous different views, whether it be plan views, section views, elevations, 3D views, etc. All on the drawing to show the information that you need to represent for your construction documents. And it's best to try and group them together, obviously all the electrical together, or as in your sheet numbers here. You know, if mechanicals are all the 400s, you can have electrical as all the 300s, you can have plumbing as all the 200s. So you can put the relevant information together, so as each discipline will have its own set of numbers associated with it.